Honourable member for Thornhill.
Mr. Speaker, earlier this month we witnessed the terrorist attacks in Paris. One of the targets was, tragically, a kosher grocery store. Mr. Speaker, too often we've seen that enemies of freedom and democratic rights target their hatred against the Jewish people. Anti-Semitism is globally on the rise, and we must stand ready to fight this rising hatred. Can the Minister for Citizenship and Immigration please update this House on our government's efforts to combat anti-Semitism?
The Honourable Minister of Citizenship and Immigration.
Mr. Speaker, and on behalf of all members of this House, I'd like to thank the member from Thornhill for his leadership on this issue across Canada, around the world, in opposing anti-Semitism in all of its forms. As the member said, with Canada and the international community standing up to the menace of terrorism, to the ideology of hatred and violence that represents, we find ourselves increasingly dealing with the scourge of anti-Semitism, one that we thought had been left behind. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, Canada continues to participate in a meeting of the UN just last week called by Israel to address the rise of anti-Semitism. We outlined our government's leadership on these issues, which will continue under the Prime Minister's leadership, which will continue with the participation of everyone on these benches. We've opposed efforts to promote Holocaust remembrance and are opposing the deeply misguided boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign. Mr. Speaker, this government will stand on the principle of opposing anti-Semitism.
The Honourable